Hi,
Hello.
so introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is Louise. I'm from Belgium and I'm a storyteller. And I'm going to tell you a story about weaving today.
Okay.
So, once upon a time, in a small village high in a mountain, lived three women. And that year they got engaged. But in that village, there was an old tradition. If you wanted to get married, you first had to weave a pattern for your own wedding veil. The first woman was really impatient. She just wanted to do it fast. She just wanted to go and get married. So she started to do the weaving, but she did really fast. And then she made a mistake. Because mistakes happens. But she said, oh no, I'm not gonna start again the whole thing. But it's just a small mistake. Nobody will see it. And she continued. And then she did a second, and a third, and a fourth mistake. And for every mistake she did, she thought, it's just a small mistake. Nobody would see it. And very fast, she finished. But it was really ugly, full of mistakes and weird things. And at the wedding, everyone saw that this was not good. And in her marriage, things were not good too. When there were problems, she would just ignore. No, it's okay, it's not really a problem. But the problem, they grow when you ignore them. And soon the marriage broke. The second woman, she's really perfectionist. If you do something, you do it right. And when she would do it, she would make it really slow. Because it has to be perfect. But she was so slow that she took 10 years to do one. Too long. And the man she was supposed to marry, but he had married another woman because he was tired to wait. The third woman, she was really in love, really happy to marry. And she did the broderie, and at some point she made a mistake because mistakes happens. But she didn't want to do again the whole thing, but she didn't want to leave the mistake. So she decided, okay, I change a bit and I go around the mistake, so it's not a mistake anymore. And this is what she did. And for all the mistakes she did, she changed a bit the pattern, she go around, and it's not a mistake anymore. And when the wedding came, it was really beautiful. Everybody admired how beautiful it was. And the marriage was also beautiful. Because when her and her husband would meet difficulty, they would change. They would take it in and just shake a bit and make sure like they stay strong despite the challenges. And sometimes people after would come to her and say, how did you do this? It's so beautiful. What's the secret? And she would say, oh, it's actually made of mistakes. And that's the end of the story.
Thank you so much. Do you love weaving?
I think it's very nice. Also nice to do something and see the result. So many times we either call or we write an email or we talk, but there's nothing left. But here, after a while, you see, hey, look at what I did. And I think that's very nice. It's good to be like with your hands a bit more.
Thank you so much for your
Yeah.
great time.
Thank you.